social media users have been reacting to the trends of Fulani herdsmen in Nigeria recently. Many Nigerians believe the Fulanis are capable of turning the whole Nigeria into a Fulani empire as they form Sokoto Caliphate with Hausa, Nupe, Ilorin, Bachama and Zulu and Oduduwa Republic. If the Fulani aliens could turn Hausa kingdoms, Nupe kingdoms, Ilorin, Bachama kingdoms, Buzu kingdoms into a Fulani empire which they called the Sokoto Caliphate, who do you then think that they cannot turn Nigeria into a Fulani empire? The insecurity in Nigeria today is not just the Fulani herdsmen. The banditry has been the recent threat to secondary schools in the northern part of Nigeria. Is it the Fulani people who have the problem, with a Yoruba nation, or the kind of corruption in inequalities we see in Nigeria? Take note, we've got Yorubas and others doing same to fellow Yoruba man. Are we only fixated or on Fulani for now? In Tanzania, US, UK citizens and tourists stroll around the nation's state house. In Nigeria, only Fulani cows are allowed around Aso Rock, while no citizen can near the fence of the evil enclave of Nigeria, seat of power. Well, so now the Yorubas are calling for Nigeria to be divided because the Buhari they put in the helm of affairs didn't favor them as much as they thought it would. Shey will be no one wise up. No worry, this Buhari administration will touch everybody. That is why Fulani will continue to kill you guys at the north till you become full slaves to them. Is it the Fulani people who have the problem with a Yoruba nation, or the kind of a corruption in inequalities? All of them put together, bandits are not criminals. That's according to Gumi. The boys bandits need to be taken care of. Honorable Ashatu Duku, House of Representatives member, representing Duku and Nafada constituency. God created Fulani to love their cow more than lives of the people, so Nigerians should learn to live with it. Okay, analyzing the speech of Mr. Sunday Igboho, you have actually said well, but nonetheless there is a law that guide the society, and also believe this that things need to be done in an appropriate manner. All the paramilitary is headed by either Hausa Fulani before it is used to be turn by turn. For example, the Controller General of Corrections that just been announced is a Fulani man. Well, it is even, in my opinion, it's even deeper than that. Whether a position is being given to one section or the other is deeper than that. But if the whole arrangement, whether it is constitutional or not, is to go by federal character, and somebody is not doing that, and with the much noise people are making, calling his attention to that, is not really bothered. That is to tell you that he's even one of the people fanning, or is the one who is even fanning the ember of a war. And also the idea of allowing all these men taking people's lives. You know, when you talk about people who have their own business, you know, as far as farmers are concerned, that is their own source of livelihood, and somebody will just go there deliberately and nobody is saying anything. And the worst part of it is that they will be reported to the police and the police will not do anything. That is a very strong indication that there's something going on, there's something cooking up, there's something they have as an agenda. So nobody is going to tell anybody, oh, this is not it. The question is that if it were to be, okay, maybe random people that are doing it, you think the police wouldn't have gone ahead to arrest them? And to make matter worse, they are represented in every nook and crannies of this country. And that is the worst part of it. So it is not just like, oh, some people who maybe from one region, from one section, are the ones who are really after these people, or maybe they hate them. But why is it that everybody is saying the same thing? The same way everybody was complaining, people were complaining about SARS. There is nobody that will say, oh, he does not, or she does not have the experience of this SARS. And the same testimonies that people are giving concerning the SARS operatives. So what are we talking about? And they cannot deny it. The only thing they are telling us that it is, don't just use one brush to paint everybody. They know that there are criminals all over the place. That you don't, a criminal does not have it's not by tribe. If it is not by tribe, we know So does it mean we have a criminals in Lagos? We have criminals in Lagos. Is it the same criminals that are all over the place? The same criminals in Lagos, they are all over the country at the same time. What are we talking about? Okay, they will come with this narrative that oh, it is it's just a few people. Then the few people are all over the place. They are represented. They are well represented in every area. And what is being done about them? Nothing is being done, and that is where the anger is coming from. Taking people's lives, and they have the audacity. They are carrying AK-47, and nobody is saying anything. And you expect people to fold their hands? It's not going to work. It's not going to happen. Nobody is going to be taking that or accepting that. The worst part of it is that all of them, even the ones that are claiming that they are innocent, they are this, they are that, yet they are still supporting them. They are not looking the angle at which these people are making life uncomfortable for the other to the other people. They are not looking at that area. When you are becoming a thorn on my flesh, won't I tell you to leave me alone? And somebody will come and be telling you that you have to learn how to live with them. Live with what? So that is just even the main thing. So, and by the time you begin to look at all other things, it's what for people to tell you that yes, they don't want them, not because maybe they voted or they are not getting juicy positions. And some people will come and tell you that oh, Yoruba people should not even be complaining, because if they are talking about marginalization, oh, when Igbos are talking about marginalization, that the Yoruba should not be talking about marginalization, that Nigeria has been good to them. Good to which people? The question is that those who have been given juicy appointments, just like Saraki usually say, because they didn't give them juicy appointments, and that was why he left the party. Those who have been getting the juicy appointments, of how does that relate? How does that affect? We know that all of them are the same, but how does that how does that sound that oh, the Yorubas have been taken care of? And that's the question, and that's the same thing the question we'll be asking, and that's the same thing we are saying, that these politicians across board, they are the same. But at least when you are fighting people within, it's a different ball game entirely when you are fighting an outsider. Because when you are fighting your family members, there's a way you are going to resolve it, and before you know it, everybody will come together. But when you are fighting an outsider, no matter what, even if you try to make up some kind of a window dressing peace, it's not going to last. And that is exactly what we are having. And when you find out that the so-called people who are representing you, they will tell you some people do not have mandates to talk. Those who have been given the mandates, what have they done about it? Nothing. They are aligning with them. At the end of the day, is it not the same people that have been voting for them? Is it not the same people that have been electing them? And if the people say, we don't want this, so what do you have to say to that? What do people have to say to that? So, and again, this issue of giving them land, like Tinubu is suggesting that they should give them uncultivated public land, this and this and that. And when you already know the antecedents, just like it's been said here, if they could do this to XYZ, so what do you think? And they are bringing that leg. They are bringing that leg, and people are beginning to see it. And you can imagine if people had agreed to that ruga of a thing that time across the country, do you know what would have happened? Well, one of their major tools is Islam. They use it to achieve Fulanistic purpose. Don't forget, this is 21st century and it is not possible, bros. The world is now a global village. Farmer or whatever you call yourself, your comments, okay, this one is saying something that it says it's out of jealous of the Igbos should not give one of the temerity to levy unfounded allegations against them. Okay, then identify yourself so we know, but not you being silent. You have to identify yourself. Fulanis are unfortunate tribe. Woe befalls the evil ones among them. We are not as foolish as our forefathers. They are never going to succeed this time around. They will soon be the endangered tribe. Let's save our incoming generations from the hands of the Fulanis. Only through disintegration the Hausa have no voice today. If they can be coming out and be telling you that all the land in Nigeria belongs to them, the whole Nigeria. What does that tell one? When somebody is telling you, and if you are now saying, oh, since that is what it is, then let's go our separate way. They begin to say you are the one fanning the ember of a war. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.